Morning, guys. New Year's morning. Hope everybody enjoyed themselves last night. I was thinking about what I was going to follow up with from yesterday's video. And in the video, I had mentioned, I believe, something about being, moral and have virtues and, doing the right thing. And that's something else I don't know if it was stilled from my father, if it was just born in me, it was just a part of my psyche. But, that's a real key to everything. In other words, whether it's success, whether it's happiness. But and again, touching base back on some of the things I said yesterday, it's nature, it's the universe, it's belief, it's religion, it's whatever. And there's always a saying that it's funny. Me and my brother Kevin have said it back to each other several times, but it's true. I mean, things just don't happen accidentally. You you get what you put in, but you can't just put work in, or you can't just you know go crazy doing everything without having you know honest care for people, good moral values, truly care about the whether it be the environment or people you work with or your friends or your family or whatever. But it's got to be 100% true. Like it can't be faked. It can't be any of that stuff. And the world, or the universe, or whatever you want to call it, rewards you with that. It's you can't be bad and have good things happen to you. So, again, the saying is, do the right things and the right things happen to you. Now, to take that a step further, it doesn't mean you're not going to have hard times. It doesn't mean bad things aren't going to happen once in a while. I'll reference it to Trump. I hear it all the time, and I don't want to be political. I'm just using a perfect example. Everybody is, Trump had bankruptcies. Trump, had failed businesses and fired people. Yeah, the greatest baseball players in the history of the world batted 300 for their lifetime. You strike out. Period. It's gonna happen at some point. No matter what you think, it's never gonna be perfect. It's never going in a straight line. I heard an example from Tony Robbins. When a plane takes off and it lands at the other airport, do you think it takes a straight line directly to that airport? No, it adjusts itself on the way. When it starts seeing that it's a little off, it turns back towards its goal. But it eventually it lands at the airport right on that path or the runway that it was supposed to be. So like people make mistakes, things go wrong. That doesn't mean you're a bad person, that they're a bad person. They're doing the best they can. They keep trying, they keep reinventing, they keep moving forward. That's just life. And good things happen to bad people and bad things happen to good people. It's proven. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I guess what I really wanted to touch on today, or to focus on, is that you you have to start looking at what you want to do. You make an improvement. Again, a little touch from what I said yesterday. But you I think this is perfect for New Year's Day, and I don't look for New Year's resolutions. I don't have any. I get up every day, and whether it's weekly or monthly, I look at goals. I look at my life. You got to learn from mistakes. You gotta embrace them. You can't say, "Oh, I tried it, it didn't work. I'm not going to try it anymore." No, like kids learn to ride bikes like they fell off and they got back on. Like, that's the mentality they had. That's the mentality we got to have. We got to stop thinking like, oof, I don't want to try it, or I don't want to do it, or I don't want to fail. No, you have to fail to succeed. Period. It's you're never gonna go do something and right off of the bat be good at it. When you tried to drive a car and you weren't good at it, did you say, "Oh no, screw it, I'm just gonna ride my horse and my bicycle for the rest of my life"? No, you tried and you tried and you tried until you learned how to handle the car and the brakes and the steering and the parallel parking and all that stuff. That's what life's about. It's you gotta get real on this stuff. You gotta take chances. You got to make mistakes. You got to learn from the mistakes, but you got to keep pushing forward, and you got to do it the right attitude, and you got to be moral about it. You have to have those virtues built into you. You have to be an honest person. You have to try to do the right thing for people and for yourself. Here's another little tidbit, and it was really, it goes into a lot more detail, but when you get up in the morning, one of those things you have to say early on to yourself is, first of all, be grateful. Like, when you get up in the morning, you have to be grateful for what you have. You look at what you have, not what you don't have, what you have. Then you got to make a goal or a plan as to what you're going to do that day. But you got to first be thankful for what you have. The second thing you got to do is you got to ask yourself good questions. Like, you can't talk to yourself in a negative way. You've got to, what am I going to do better today? What's one step I could do? Like, here's a perfect example. Like, if you want to do something, you got to take that. You got to decide in the morning. Say, listen, I am going to do this. Take one step. Like, that's like the lesson for today. Just do something. Whatever you've been thinking about or talking about or dreaming about or want to change, do something. Do it today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't justify putting it off, because listen, that's what we do to ourselves all the time. New Year's resolution. Oh, I'm going to do it today. I'm going to do. What about the other 364 days of the year? Why couldn't you wake up in the morning and decide you want to do something? Like, take that into this year. One little thing every day, and then try to make it 2, and then try to make it 3, and then stay with whatever it is. Like, whether it's working out, whether it's trying to be a little better at work, whether it's trying to be a little happier, whether it's trying to have a little more faith. Like, just start doing the little things. Get the ball moving. It's, if you're not, the first step is the hardest. If you're not going to do something, don't do anything. Just be happy where you are. But if you're not happy where you are, which I guarantee you most aren't, we all want to be a little better. We all want to do something a little more accomplished. And here's the other thing too. Like, don't you feel better when you do something? Like, it's the silliest thing, but when I clean my room, or I clean my car, or vacuum, whatever, like, you look back and you go, oh, I just did that. Like, isn't that a better feeling than staring at the TV for 3 hours a day when you come home at night? Like, read a book, do something little different than you normally do, and then start building on top of that. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you like it, share it. If you got any comments, feel free. Don't be negative. That's not what this is about. This is about helping each other, trying to make this a better place for our kids, for your kids, for the next generation, and for the rest of us that are growing up and doing our thing and getting old, and business, and you name it. Like, it's all got to improve. Thanks, guys. Have a happy New Year.